I do want to complete this talk up with some earthwork, some global earthwork. And whenever we do energy work with the planet, we want to recognize that we are not doing it. We're using our position in the physical dimension as conscious souls riding in bodies to make a request for Earth to use her higher self, her energetic fields, to do the work. Then you, as the being of light or light worker, are not taking responsibility for Earth and her process, nor are you then getting the ego boost, right? Because whenever we try to do energy work and we feel the ego boost, that's an indicator that actually isn't going to happen very efficiently because the ego has that discordant way of being. And then also too, when you do it in this way of inviting Earth to shift herself using her energetic self, her energetic fields, because this is a planet, is a conscious living planet, it has energy fields, and it can use its energetic fields to bring in particular ways of being for itself, then you're not attached to what Earth is doing and how she's doing it, which then gives you distance and more discernment and more clarity about what is really happening on the planet. And just to kind of overview, the planet is in this incredible enlightenment phase, which I actually seeing, it goes through pulses where it gets really, really intense for 2 months or 3 months or a year, and then it settles and we integrate, and then there's another pulse of intensity. We might have a day where it's super, super intense, but I actually see this whole cycle of enlightenment happening, and I see it happening for another 200 years. So this isn't something that just ends in 2021 or ends in 2036. It's like we're in a very big cycle of enlightenment that will be lasting for quite a while. And so we want to take a deep breath, be patient with the process, and hold a really beautiful container for Earth as she goes through this enlightenment process while we are literally riding in her and with her. An energetic protocol for Earth. We invite you to take a deep breath in, to pull your energy and awareness into your divine line, recognizing that you are a being riding in a body, a nature spirit that is from this world. You're literally riding in an earth body. As you hold your energy and awareness in your divine line, recognize that you as a soul have energetic information for Earth that you have come here to give her. And you think, well, how can I give Earth this information? Well, you're actually riding in her, and you have a divine line that literally is flowing on the front of the body's spine. And so as this light of your essence flows in your divine line on the front of the body's spine, you are positively, empathically impacting Earth. Earth is getting it through your body. So as you recognize you are a being of light with wisdom, with mastery, that you have come here to share information with Earth, you have your very own unique perspective. Take a moment to think about what is happening on the planet. And an area or a region on this planet that to you gets your attention, that perhaps has dissonance, a discordant sound, fires, tsunamis, earthquakes, drought, Earth's way of remodeling, cleansing. When she's out of balance, she naturally brings herself back into balance, but that can sometimes take millions of years. And so just take a moment to energetically locate one region on the planet that to you seems out of balance from your perspective. It might even be the air, ozone, the oceans, wherever it may be. And as you reference this region, invite your higher self, your body deva's higher self, your teams to work with the energetic fields and the guides to connect with the essence of Earth. To show your observations to Earth of, hey, this area is getting my attention. Something's going on. What's going on? What's truly being asked energetically of this region? And I'm just going to give an example. So right now there's lots of fires in Australia. and there's a really old grid that's burning off. And so what's truly being asked for is that Earth, at the level of her higher self, work with her energetic field to guides to gently release this old grid that's literally burning off. It's like a last anchor point. And when lots of beings transition, i.e. die, they create a window between the realms. They thin the veils between the dimensions. It's this huge kind of opening for us to receive energetic information and a new grid. And so just take a moment to invite Earth at the level of her higher self, working with her energetic fields and the guides, to release whatever needs to be released in that region that has gotten your attention. Hold space for Earth to do it to herself. You are holding your position in the physical dimension. You are using your position in the physical dimension to make a request for Earth energetically to shift herself, which then accelerates, amplifies the work, accelerates the work so that we don't have to use the discord in the physical dimension as much. Keep holding space for Earth to release whatever needs to be released in that region, an old grid, old belief systems, old behaviors that she's outgrown, that are no longer appropriate, in the appropriate dimensions within herself. And then as Earth completes that release, consciously, energetically, using her higher self and her energy fields, invite Earth at the level of her higher self to work with her energetic fields and the guides to bring in a more coherent, connected, clean, clear veil, grid, fabric, consciousness, way of being, anchoring that onto the planet in the appropriate dimension. And she may receive that energetic information from her galactic sisters and brothers, from you. Keep holding space for Earth to bring in a new way of being that is supportive and sustains her at this point in time in her consciousness, in a way that supports everybody's greatest happiness and evolution in the most gentle, graceful way. And then again, Earth is bringing it in. You're holding the container, you're making the request, but you're not attached, nor are you responsible. And as you encourage her to bring in this new vibrational fabric, invite her to anchor it in a gentle, graceful way, again, in the appropriate dimension. And then when you sense that that is complete, invite her to balance and stabilize, unless you are then drawn to another region to do that same process with her. But when it's complete, invite her to balance and stabilize, to integrate that work in all of her dimensions, to update all of her grids, all her reference points, all ways in which she perceives and is perceived in all realms, by all beings. And then you take a deep breath in, you say, thank you so much, Earth. It's an incredible honor to be in you, to work with you, to be of service to you, to hold space for you, to shift, to awaken, to release old ways of being, to bring in the new. We ask for a balancing and a stabilizing of the field of you, Soul Rider, your body, your teams, Earth, all of the beings in this world. We are in deep gratitude to the angelic realm that encircles, to all of the galactic beings that are holding love and light in this time of transformation. We ask that you and Earth are wrapped in sheets of rainbow light, gently sealing these vibrations in to whatever degree is appropriate for your spiritual evolutionary state. Let it be so. Oh. There are 17 layers to this session. 17, that's a lot. That doesn't mean you have to listen 17 times, but maybe you listen to this session every year between January and March for 17 years. Fun. Recognize that all of this work that we do is timely and timeless. And it's also a time to just hold a container for yourself to connect with that divine energetic part of you. It's an incredible honor and journey, joy and journey to travel with you in this way. Aho.